I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me. We're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Whiskey RP. Today we're going to have to try to make a little bit of cash. I've cut down a few more trees and we're heading on over to the sawmill to see how much money they'll give us for it. I've been doing a little bit of reading about this whiskey stuff that we're trying to make, and there's a lot that's going to go into it. We got to buy a lot more equipment to get a good amount of things purchased. A lot of, like I said, a lot of equipment. We need different crops as well. I looked into the yeast plants, and we're going to have to buy a yeast production plant, but it also requires sugar. So we're going to have to make our own sugar first before we even care about the grapes. We got $6,000 for the wood, and that did not include one of the logs in here. Let's go ahead and get that unstrapped. I need to start looking around. We need to pick up the grass in the field so that we can get that turned into silage. But that's a wrong turn. And now that we're back on the right road, we need to get a forage wagon. I was doing some reading. That's the best way to pick that up, unless we had a baler and a way to wrap the bales, but that's a lot more money to start off with. So I think the fact that we have the skid steer and the bucket, will be able to pick up the silage after it turns into silage. And then we'll also need a trailer, but the first things first, let's go ahead and look online and see if there's any used forage wagons around the area. If not, we'll have to head over to the dealership and see how much they are brand new. Well, we spent $27.50 on this forage wagon. We found it at this nice house here. These neighbors of ours, we're just down the road for reference. Right down there's our farm. But they had this for sale. They didn't need it anymore. They're actually retiring from farming over here, so maybe some new neighbors will move in and have some more, like, I don't want to say competition, but some more people to help out. And, it would help if we put the ramps up so we could drive like a sane person. All right, we got it all hooked up and ready to go. Let's see if we can, we'd lower it that way and open up the basket. It's actually pretty good size. Let's get that turned on. Go ahead and see how this does. Yep, it's picking it up. Perfect. Still a little bit of work to do here this morning. Well, it's been a grind, and we did have to spend a little bit of extra cash, about $9,000, to get another silage pit because the other one just wasn't cutting it and just wasn't going to be able to fit everything in it. So I might work on reselling or try to resell the other one, maybe? Maybe we'll just reuse it for something else. And then we'll finish compacting this so we can get it covered as well. I think we'll go from the other side. But yeah, buying this pit really hurt us financially, but I think it'll pay for itself with at least this one. That's not good. That's not good. We're stuck. Think we got it attached. Let's see. Oh, that's not the best way to do it, but we got it out. So we should be able to go ahead and detach this. We'll throw that in there. Take it off of the truck as well, like that. And the rope's playing snake now. It is nice and covered. So now it's just time to wait. We'll figure out some other tasks we got to do, but let's put this away. Not bad for a day's worth of work. We have some spillage here that I think next time after we empty these, we'll put it back in the pit and we'll take care of it then. So it won't go completely to waste. We just won't get the benefit of it this time around. I did find an online class that I'm going to take that was part of the money that we've lost already I signed up for. So I'm going to do that today. And that class actually helps me learn about planting whiskey and all that. So I'm going to head on in the trailer and do a session or two of that. Just got to the dealership and realized, man, this truck is dirty. We had them pull out a few trailers for us to choose from. This one's just a little smaller and it's, I don't know if it's going to work for as much silage as we have. This one, they'll have to do, I think. Let's go ask them about that. Well, we got a good deal on that. It was $3,000. Man, lots of expenses. Hopefully this silage can bring in a good amount of money because we are hurting. Let's see, I think about right here will be a good spot. Let's go ahead and get that shut off. And this pit should be done. Yes. Okay, so we'll have to avoid this grass somehow. And this one I think needs a little bit more time. So we'll go ahead and get working on emptying out this one or filling up some loads here. And we'll see how it goes. All right, so we got the first load done here. I was gonna go take it and see what 5,000 liters gives us. Oh, small trailer. It's gonna take forever. Lots and lots and lots and lots of investments to build a farm. That's what I'm learning. All right, let's first time selling something besides wood. Let's see how we did here. It's quite slow. $2,900 for that. Okay, we'll rinse and repeat. Paid for the trailer about right now. Lots and lots of loads. Oh, man, that was exhausting. That's a lot of back and forth. You can see we're sitting at $83,000 though. Ooh-wee, that was a good harvest. That was just some grass on our property that we decided to cut and make money off of. This farming thing, maybe it's a little easier than I thought. Now it's time to just rinse and repeat and come up with a plan for the next one. Maybe implement some of the things I've been learning in my class, but I think before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to put the rest of the grass that we have around these silos back into the silo so that we can possibly, it's not enough to cover, but I think we definitely want to store it here instead of on the outside. So we'll take care of that. Also, we're going to probably ditch this. All right, we got $3,100 back for returning that, so that was nice of them to allow us to do that. So yeah, it's just a little bit of cleanup, and that'll do it for today. Apparently there's silage in the bucket. I don't see it though. Well, that cleaned up pretty nice. I think we're all set now. We can just put this away, and we got some thinking to do. We got some money in our hands. And it's time to really decide what we're going to purchase next to help really jumpstart our progress and try not to damage our equipment. But it appears that grass is a good source of income, which who would have thought? It just grows on its own. We can make a ton of money off of it. We definitely will not be covering that because that is nothing, just $3,500 there. This whole area here could turn into a grass field potentially, as well as the future vineyard sites. But yeah, it's time to start thinking about some of that stuff. Get a good night's sleep, and maybe tomorrow we'll make some big time decisions on equipment and potentially plant a crop, I think. We'll see. All right, that's all the time we have for this episode. Let me know what you think of this series. It's going to be fun to make. Hit the subscribe and like button if you want to catch all of these episodes as we pursue our dream to create a whiskey distillery. It's going to be fun. We got some cool ideas along the way to pull off. I'll catch you on the next one.